Hi guys, Martin here with another roundup of all the latest racing game news straight from the Team VVV website. It's been a very long time since we've heard anything about Ubisoft's ambitious open world racer The Crew. It caused quite a stir when it was unveiled at last year's E3 thanks to its massive map covering the entire US, but lately it's been about as guilty as Drive Club when it comes to radio silence. Thankfully, Ubisoft has now finally broken the silence, announcing that The Crew will be released this autumn for PC, PS4 and Xbox One. Along with this, a new action-packed trailer was also released, giving us a tour of some of the locations we'll be discovering on our online road trips, as well as some of the action-packed driving missions available. A smattering of screenshots were also released, revealing some previously unannounced cars such as the prestigious Pagani Huayra. Alan also got to play The Crew at a special preview event, and it's safe to say he was suitably impressed with the sheer scale of the world, as well as the incredibly in-depth car customization and improved driving physics. I have to confess that I have also recently played The Crew at a special community event I was recently invited to at Ivory Tower Studio in France. You can see here some behind the scenes photos I took from the studio, but we'll have more available to view on the site very soon. A special thanks goes out to community manager Sofiane for organising what was a memorable and very enlightening trip, looking at the game from behind the scenes. Pictured here with the game director Fergus, who co-founded the company and worked on the original Test Drive Unlimited. I've been very busy lately writing up an extended hands-on report of the day, which will hopefully be on the site in the next few days, which also includes an interview with the creative director Julian, now with added facial hair, who was nice enough to lose his dignity and pose for a photo with me. As you can see, I can't exactly hide my driver fandom, but I think I got away with it considering it's still a Ubisoft game. A few extracts from my report are available to read on the site right now, covering key aspects of the game. For example, we already know that The Crew's open world recreation of the US is mind-blowingly massive, but here's a fun fact for you I learned on my trip that gives you an idea of the incredible scale. To put it simply, The Crew's map is bigger than GTA 5, Red Dead Redemption, Forza Horizon, Need for Speed Rivals, Far Cry 3 and Skyrim combined, which is pretty mesmerising to say the least, when you consider all the detail they've packed into this map. We've also got a breakdown of the RPG elements in The Crew, which explains how it's essentially the Pokemon of car games. In a nutshell, you take your car through 5 spec evolutions to handle different terrain, from street and dirt classes to raid and circuit. These can then be customised with 11 performance parts, which allows you to strip the car down and see all the mechanics fully working, and how they affect your car in real time, which is a testament to the incredible attention to detail the team has applied. It's like an interactive Haynes manual. You can find out more about all these aspects on The Crew in the link below. Forza 5 made headline news in last week's roundup with its new car DLC, and it's back again this week with yet more DLC. Only this time, it's free! Yes, free! I know it's hard to believe from a game that once asked you to pay £40 for a virtual race car. But trust me, the Long Beach circuit is the latest free add-on available to download as of now, which is good to see considering Forza 5's distinct lack of tracks at the moment. Nürburgring next, please! By now, Drive Club's delay isn't exactly news. In fact, you're probably as tired of hearing about it as I am reporting on it practically every week. The latest development on Sony's most secretive release date comes from Dell, who claim it will be released on June 15th. Interestingly, this is just after this year's E3, which isn't quite as preposterous as you might think. I don't know about you, but I could certainly imagine Sony showing Drive Club at E3 before saying something like, and it's available as of right now, prompting its release on PlayStation Plus instantaneously. More screenshots have been released for Milestone's MotoGP 14, this time showcasing 2 new tracks set in Barcelona and the Netherlands. As usual, they look like faithful recreations of the tracks featured in the actual championship. Just look at that next generation grass! But what we're really waiting to see is actual gameplay footage. Having said that, we've also had the first in-game glimpse of MotoGP 14 from a few photos taken at an event at the Asian track, where it was seen running on a number of laptops. Nissan is the latest manufacturer announced for Assetto Corsa. The partnership will include 2 GTR variants for the PC simulation, the flagship GTR Nismo road car and its race spec brother, the GT3. The GT3 will be part of some post-launch DLC, but the GTR will be released at some point during its run on early access. Meanwhile, the team are working on their laser-scanned recreation of Spa, which is coming along very nicely, as these new developer screenshots show, which focus on some of the track's most memorable landmarks, the Uniroyal Tower and the new F1 pit building. A new track is also on the way for iRacing, with the upcoming release of the Lucas Oil Raceway Oval Circuit this spring, as revealed in these new screenshots we have. If, like me, you're not American and had never heard of it before, apparently it's only 7 miles away from the iconic Indianapolis circuit. Slightly Mad Studios has revealed another hot hatch for the free-to-play World of Speed following last week's Renault Megane 265. The Alfa Romeo Giulietta Cloverleaf, currently the fastest family car in the Alfa fleet. It's also unique in that this is the first manufacturer announced for World of Speed that isn't currently in Project Cars. World of Speed has often been compared to Grid 2 by some people, regarding some areas such as the more arcade handling and basic tuning options compared to Project Cars. But we can now confirm one feature that categorically sets them apart. Unlike Grid 2, World of Speed will actually have a cockpit camera, as confirmed on the official forum. Sorry Codemasters. We've gone a bit biking mad here at Team VVV lately, what with Milestones MXGP hogging the limelight, and we also have Trials Fusion coming soon, which is set to cause a spike in controller sales next week, when players inevitably break them out of frustration. Then of course we have MotoGP 14, which needs no introduction really, as it's the first next generation bike racing game. Unless you're an Xbox One owner, that is. It's therefore easy to forget about Road Redemption, an indie project that's essentially a spiritual successor to Road Rash, where beating bikers to death with baseball bats is the order of the day once again. It's taken longer than expected, but the alpha build has finally been released to backers, and it can also be purchased for those who didn't back it. You'll need an Xbox 360 controller to play it at the moment, but updates are said to be on the horizon soon, and a release on Steam Early Access is also expected. An official successor to Road Rash isn't looking likely at the moment, so this could well be the next best thing for now. That's it for now, but I'll be back next time with another roundup. As always, visit teamvvv.com for all the latest racing game news, and you can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter.